Good day, one and all. Today, I've decided that I'm going to go over breathing protocols in Kendo. Again, I did this last month. I'm revisiting it. So, we're talking about something that should essentially be very basic. It should already be first nature. However, it is still something that a lot of people really struggle with. Now, I'm going to start with the most obvious thing. The most obvious thing being, okay, when we do strikes, we strike with our exhale. Okay, and that's obvious because when we strike, we are always doing kakegoi. Here, but like so. Okay, now let's really drill into this for a moment. I'd like you to practice, sorry, not practice. I'd like you to do this along with me. What we're going to do is we're going to do, you can do this empty hand. We're going to do a strike as we inhale. Yeah, and again, like so, just so you can feel the disconnect, the physical disconnect when your breathing is incorrect. Okay, so, and then again, we'll do it with the exhale. Like so. When the breathing is tied in, when the exhale and the strike are tied together, there is much more of a sense of power. Okay, so that is the first part. The second part then becomes where exactly in our body do we breathe from? Most people, okay, will typically do this like that. Okay, some people will do this, but for the most part, people are using their mouth to inhale. Now, look at what happens to my chest when I inhale through my mouth. Can you see that? It's expanding. My chest is expanding. My upper chest specifically is expanding. And again, can you see my shoulders rising up? Okay, and this is creating a huge disconnect between the upper portion of my body and my legs. And we know in Kendo that we want to be moving from our legs. We want to be moving from our seika tanden, what some of you will call hara. So we have to find a way to breathe that engages this part of our body. So nasal inhale is a good way, like so, because that takes the air deeper into our lungs and there is less of upper chest movement. Okay, so there's less of a disconnect. Some people will recommend, and I've heard some people recommend, to do diaphragmatic breathing. Now, don't do diaphragmatic breathing. And there's a reason for that as well. Our diaphragm sits here, yeah, right here. So when we do diaphragmatic breathing, similar things occur. Okay, we are breathing from here. Now we're using this part of our body. And there is still a disconnect in the lower part of our body. We need to get lower to our seika tanden. So what we do, nasal breathe in and gently press our lower belly, the area below our navel. Gently press it out as we inhale. And keep that tension there. And then you will find that there is less movement through your shoulders. There's less movement in your upper chest, which means that this area is looser, which means that you're able to move much more fluidly, with much more efficiently, okay, because you've engaged your seika tanden and you're breathing more correctly. Okay, I have got a load more information on this, huge amount, okay, which is coming up in my app. I'm not going to be giving it away for free, guys. Please don't expect that. Okay, if you're interested, sign up. For now, subscribe to this channel. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And let's get into the work.